What's up, B2? Capital G here. Got some Thunder Dragon invoked action for you guys to check out in these duels. They aren't against the highest quality of competition, but I still personally believe that Thunder Dragons are going to be a very big deck when they come out of Soul Fusion. I think that invoked is like a natural fit just because, you got so many good light targets. Unless, I don't know, unless something crazy happens like invoked Merkaba gets hit on the ban list like it did in the OCG, I think it should be a pretty good mix. Now, these aren't against like the most competitive decks. Obviously, Glad Beast pretty much low tier for life. This ain't 2008 during the Glad format or anything of that sort, but let's go ahead and roll this duel. So I believe that I believe Thunder Dragons are up first, and he's not going to make like the most explosive play, although he has the ability to drop a Merkaba. The problem is he wouldn't have any, like he wouldn't be able to drop that Super Bolt. So you kind of got to pick and choose. Do you want to go for Super Bolt Dragon, a card that has protection, or do you want to go for Merkaba? He chooses Super Bolt, which is fine because he still has Invocation in his hand in case the Alistair dies. So I think he made the right choice actually, and he wouldn't really have that much negation. He'd only be able to negate monster effects if he went for Alistair. So I believe Bestiari is going to run over Alistair. He's going to tag out for Augustus, get another Augustus, and then activates the effect for Bestiari. Maybe that was a little much. Now, I actually thought that maybe he'd be running some rank 8s in his extra deck, but he's actually not. If he did have any rank 8s, it would have been very useful. So many of these cards, I think he doesn't need multiples of, maybe just like one copy. Like, come on, man. No one ever summons this card. Run one copy. Run some rank 8s up in here. He does make Grazaris. Problem is, Super Bolt can protect itself. That's why if he would have went for rank 8, maybe he would have been in a better position. Although, is there a rank 8 that could have actually just dealt with this card other than, I can't really think of anything that just would have instantly outed. But still, a rank 8 probably would have been a better play. Anyways, I believe he's going to go for Thunder Dragon Lord after searching for another copy of, or searching for Alistair. Thunder Dragon Lord is a problem here because the Forbidden Lance, even though like it can be chained, Thunder Dragon Lord doesn't target. So even if he chains the Forbidden Lance targeting Thunder Dragon Lord, he's just going to switch to Grazara. So that doesn't really work there. And Thunder Dragon, obviously, you just get more copies of the card. Activates the Thunder Dragon Origin. Bye-bye Grazaris, and at this point it looks like the duel is almost over, but not quite. He's actually going to stop that attack with Noxious. Noxious cannot be destroyed by battle, and its effect is a Foolish Burial, and then it tags itself out. So he's going to get a quest, and it's not that, like, it's not all lost, but actually, no, wait, it is all lost. I'm trolling. He goes into another copy of Thunder Dragon Lord off Thunder Dragon Fusion. Now he just has to discard this Thunder Dragon, and he'll be able to pop the quest on field, and it's not like Glads are the best top decking deck the world has ever seen. Not in today's Yu-Gi-Oh, but he actually is going to, if you can believe this, he's going to top deck his way out of this situation because he got Moon Mirror Shield. Now, honestly, he attacks into Merkaba, and I think that was a mistake. I think he should have went over, or he should have went after Thunder Dragon Lord because this was the card presenting the problems for him. He should have got rid of that card. Instead, he gets rid of Merkaba, and that just didn't really do that much there. Yeah, he ends up going for Darius. I believe he might go for, no, I thought he was going to go for Grazaris. I think at this point he just has to stall with number 41. Problem is, your boy has enough monsters on field to easily go for a Boral Load or a Boral Sword Dragon, which I believe he's instantly going to go into, especially considering he has Summer Vacation on the field that's a link too. So after activating one of his Thunder Dragon effects, he goes for Boral Sword, and that's pretty much a wrap. I feel like this duel was mismanaged by the Gladiator Beast player. Like, even though his deck is inferior, I mean, sometimes you got to get the most out of your deck. He's actually running Thunderclap Skywolf as well. Gets another copy of Moon Mirror Shield, but it's just too late at this point. It doesn't have any monsters on the field, and he's going to, well, duel's over, but if he would have tried to activate Noxious a second time, obviously Invoke Merkaba just would have negated it by probably discarding one of the Alistairs or discarding one of the Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragon. He had 2 copies of Alistair, so I feel like he probably would have discarded that. Second duel, this is one that 100% could have been won by the Evil Swarm player at the top. Well, it's Evil Swarm Dinosaurs. I don't know exactly how that works. Doesn't Ophion work for both players? So you wouldn't be able to summon, like, your big dinosaurs if Ophion was on the field and you went first, which is just kind of weird. But his opponent makes a pretty, I don't know, a conservative play, I would say. It's going to go for Underclock Taker, then Ultimate Conductor Tyranno activates the effect to put everybody face down, gets Giant Rex, and then gets Regeki. And this is looking really really good, he makes an immediate stupid play here. He should have just kept these 3 monsters on the field, knowing that he probably is just going to pop his giant Rex to use Conductor's effect. But for some reason, I see so many people do this dumb play and I never understand it. He randomly goes into a Deco Talker for no reason because it's not even linked into anything. So I don't understand what that did, but he said Scapegoat. I know some of you guys were like, oh, Cap, he wanted to be able to use his Scapegoat, but the thing is, chances are he was going to use Conductor's effect before needing to use Scapegoat. So the Giant Rex was not going to be on the field for the turn anyway, so I don't really understand that at all. Maybe he could have used it right there before he summoned the Alistar Link monster. He does pretty much just shotgun his Scapegoat for some reason. I don't know why. I think that was also kind of a weird play. Now, he really has to get rid of Thunder Dragon Lord because we saw in the last turn, we saw in the last duel, I should say, that if he activates its effect, it's non-targeting removal. So you have to put that card face down, which he does. But yeah, he could have, instead of using a goat token, which is much more vital, like he could have just used Giant Rex and then, I don't know, get it back from the graveyard later. And I believe at this point, Boresword Dragon comes to haunt the opposing player once again, as he's basically going to kill everything now. I mean, sure, his Deco Talker is a little more powerful, but it's just going to get bitch slapped by Boresword Dragon at this point. Now, here's the interesting thing. You would think that the duel is over. He has a Merkaba. He has a Boresword. You're like, all right, Cap, we get it. GG no re. He's actually going to top deck out of this. He activates Miscellaneous Source, which is going to be negated by Merkaba. The problem is Merkaba can't banish it because it's already in the graveyard, so he can actually activate the other effect in the graveyard. He gets Baby Ceresaurus and then gets Giant Rex. This can be the comeback right here. He turns one of those monsters into Link Karibo. He's obviously building to Link 4 so that he can summon Skull Dread, and then off of Skull Dread, he actually gets Rescue Rabbits. This can be the comeback if he just goes ahead. He gets 2 level 4s. He summons Castel. He ends up getting, Castel's effect off. He spins Boresword Dragon back to his opponent's deck. Like, this can easily be a comeback because Skull Dread can just run over Merkaba. That can basically be him just having Avian Thunder Dragon and nothing else. Unfortunately, he goes for the wrong play. He tries to be spicy and goes for Utopia the Lightning. I think he forgot that Boresword Dragon has an effect to shift monsters to defense mode. That's why you gotta run Castel in 2018, people. People forget that, like, Castel is a card and it can still be good if you actually have a deck that can run. Like, if you can run and you can consistently make, like, exceed, rank 4 exceeds, I think you should still be running Castel, because situations like this, especially now that Boresword Dragon is a thing and people summon that card a ton, it can be outed by something like Castel, but Utopia the Lightning, your opponent just shifts it to defense mode, and then you can't do anything. Yeah, he could have spun this back with Castel, then he could have attacked over this dude with Skull Dread, and I think it would have been a top deck war, and he top decked the Lure of Darkness, which would have been complete. He was top decking a Lure, which would have been completely dead. So yeah, both players very much mismanaging their duels, and it basically cost them in the end. Honestly, these were kind of mismatches on paper, but hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't played on paper. Anyways, if you enjoyed these short duels, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.